Reaction! Am I a Republican?
Okay, I'm here, and here we go. Yet again. Boom. Episode 3. Is it 1, 2, 3? Episode 3. Could be 4, could be wrong. I need to start doing some notes for myself. Scripture. You will eat the fruits of your labor. Blessings and prosperity will be yours. Blessing and prosperity will be yours. Well, I feel like I'm doing this because it's a lot of stuff in my head. I did go out and do Uber this morning. Really no proper place to put things. Um, so a lot of stuff gets in my head, and I need an outlet. Um, I don't know if you guys or anyone believes in mental health. Mental health does exist. I really kind of feel that it's probably always existed. Um, but how we handle mental health has changed, right? I don't know how this started out here, but yeah, I know why I started out here. So basically, I'm talking to you. Maybe that you could be 7 people, maybe that you could be 0 people, maybe that you could be 1 person. Um, and since there is a lot, I don't know why I'm doing that. Since there's a lot going on in the world today, this world that is different from the world that the past, the world from the past or in the past. How we dealt with things in the past is different on how we deal with things now, right? And so, therefore, I feel since I've been accustomed to dealing with things in the past, and I'm a blast from the past, and how I react to things are I react to people from the past reacting to them. Now, I'm not saying that I'm doing anything wrong because we do all evolve, but I also feel that many of years we have dealt with problems that we kind of deal with them different now because they say data and they call it science as well. Uh, Tells us that it should be different now. Now, with that said, I said data and science, but it's all fairly new. If it's been like if your grandparents handled stuff 50 years ago a certain way, then you handle stuff, and then which is makes it 30 years, and then now there's another way of handling it. That data is basically new, right? And since that data is basically new, we don't know if it works until it has time to basically we can see our end results of our science experiment or our science project. And so I'm the guy in the end saying like, okay, we've done it this way, and not that necessarily it worked, but we pushed through it. So I said mental health. Did mental health exist back in the day? Yes, mental health probably existed back in the day, but we were not, and which I still believe is to this day, we were not able to deal with mental health because if you were to deal with mental health, that means you would be looking for a mental job. So whatever happened to you, you just had to deal with it and you pushed through. So it wasn't time for you to be sad. The males, I'm not saying that the females couldn't, the males. And so that's why I'm probably talking, right? I'm not saying that I need someone to talk to. In one, even my other little pieces that I did, a guy comes to me, he goes, there's a couple of skits where I'm running around half naked. And he goes, why are you running around like half naked in shorts? I'm running around in shorts, as you see people running around LA where you're from. They run around. He's like, what's wrong with you? He goes, most people drink, most people do this. I don't do any of that. But I said all that to say this. In this world that I'm living in, how they deal with stress and mental health is they go to a bar, they go to a strip club, they go to their friends, and they kind of air it out. Um, I don't do that. So back to the episode. So this episode is basically to all, let's say, previous people, and it's basically titled "Am I a Republican?" Now, the reason why I kind of have to address this anyway, is because I feel, like I said previous episode, that once you get older, your views become more Republican. But I wouldn't necessarily say that I'm Republican. I would say that I'm conservative, right? And I've aligned myself with the Liberal Party. We'll say Democrats. I'm say liberal. We'll say Democrats. Like previously, my whole life. Hopefully, my next episode will talk about that a little bit as well. But with that said, since the color of my skin, I align with that, and we were conservative because we went to church and we believed along the same lines as Democrats believe, right? Now, there's nothing wrong with that. Still to this day, in the hearts of hearts, on the Democrat side, I really still truly believe that they care more about people. I believe they probably went to the edge, maybe a little bit too much, and causing me to look at them and question them. Are you Republican? Right now, I can say like that answer is no. Do a lot of my values align with them? That answer is yes. Um, but while I'm here, is I can't necessarily say that I'm Republican because a lot of the things that I believe in, right now, it's in the middle somewhere. I'm not gonna say independent because I feel that independent is a cop out, right? You don't necessarily like who are there, and you say, "Hey, I'm independent," and it could be truly some independence. But like myself, I will say that I am in like the middle because what what does not make me a Republican is this. Number one, I believe in reparations. Not that they should give reparations to us, but I believe that they should give reparations to us. It sounds confusing, but I believe that slavery went on for 400 plus years, and that means that a lot of people that were slaves, uh, they were slaves, quote unquote, for nothing. And like they said, a lot of slaves came, a lot of skills came from that. But with that said, I believe that. Republicans don't believe that. The first thing they said, who are they going to get to pay for it? And the thing about it is, I'm okay because it's like you weren't slaves, or people that say that people that would have to pay that they necessarily didn't own slaves. But I believe in that, so that means that so our beliefs don't align, right? So they don't align, and I'm okay with that because I mean I feel that a lot of other ethnic groups, whether it be Chinese, whether it be Indians, whether it be even like the Jews, they got some type of compensation from the evil deeds that was done to them, right? And like right now, I guess some people got upset that here in LA there's a reparation hearing. Um, was I there? No, but I believe in that, and I know like my Republicans necessarily don't believe in that. The other thing is that I'm not a Republican. Number two is I believe Michelle Obama is a woman. I have like quite a few Republican friends, and they truly believe that she's a man, and we're still cool, and I'm okay with that. But I'm not there yet. I believe that she's a woman, right? And that's something on that side that they don't necessarily believe. I also believe that I believe in welfare. Like I believe in helping people out, right? I believe a man don't work, that's why a man don't eat. But I also believe capitalism, they say it's a great. I also believe that capitalism does take advantage of workers, right? My side job, Uber, and wherever else. And since I let's say align with those like those the items, the Republicans they basically would want to necessarily kick me out of their club. That's why I like talking about this, right? I have no issue talking about this because like that's what I truly believe. And I also, the other thing is, like, I believe in a higher minimum wage, right? Like, I do believe that when you raise minimum wage, the people who are in control, they're going to raise their prices because they're going to say that they're going to have to pay more for, goods as well. As my lady here in her big Ford truck just driving by. And I believe that since they feel that they're going to have to pay, they're going to put that on the consumer. But I believe that if you can afford to pay, you should pay your workers better. Now, Republicans don't believe necessarily any of those three things. And then everyone was like, "Well, how can you not vote for the other ones?" Because there are a lot of stuff that I disagree on that side. And you heard me say that a little bit earlier. So it's like when I say that I'm caught in the middle, I cannot basically pick a side. I just have to let what be happens. But also, I also want to tell people, don't let anyone tell you who to vote for, because it's like there's certain issues now that the other side is just like this whole immigration thing is just scary. And I'm not fear mongering or anything, but to me, that's scary. And if you are on the other side and you want to say, "Hey, vote for the other guy," because you don't like what you're seeing, I agree. And people on the other side should understand that. Like, I'm in the middle, and I don't understand if I say that I'm in the middle and I don't want to vote for one side or even the other side. People go crazy about that, and it's like you see like what's going on. You see what's going on, and then like you have the nerve to question, and that kind of kills me. That kills me because like I said before, like we could get along. I mean, some people made fun of the Democrats, some people made fun of the Republicans, and now it's that's not the case. Like I believe we just need to come together, and maybe that's why I'm doing this. I mean, like maybe 4 or 5 episodes that I'll probably continue doing. Um, Hopefully, my next one will be about what I initially started doing this. But yeah, like that's where I'm at. So the answer is, am I Republican? No. Do probably 98 of my values align with the conservative? Yes. Um, if you want to give me for that, go ahead and give me for that. But man, I mean, when was it wrong to say, "Hey, I want to take care of my family. I want my family to be safe. I don't want anyone coming over here to try to steal, hurt, or kill my family, and I want to be able to get groceries for under $500." Why is that wrong? And yes, probably we can say like the dictator is probably doing that, whatever. But like we've got to eat, you know? And there's a lot of those things. All right, everyone. Peace. And I don't know how long that was. Peace. I'm out. Swing low, sweet chariot.